Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Le Tour de France, round 5. We are at Circuit du Pau-Ville. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the man whose greatest hit CD is available in the Pyongyang gift store, Malcolm Agus.
I don't know how to take that. Also, hang on. My mouse appears to be eaten by Parsec. Give me a moment. There we go. I got my mouse back.
Maybe you should upgrade to like a rat or something. Something a little easier to keep track of.
No.
We have your girl RC in chat talking about some chicken fries. Chicken fries. I'm in favor of the chicken fries.
I think that has to do with the fact that we are at Pau, which is the French version of Macau, as you can tell by the narrowness of the track. And
Macau.
General horrificness. By the way, the audio for our commentary was a little bit low last time we went live, so we have turned ourselves up. If we are too loud, let us know. If we are still quiet, let us know, and I can try and rectify the problem.
We've been joined by Toby the Theory Wolf and Gato Cosmic.
Mm-hmm.
Bonjour, welcome into the northern Spain. I'd like to think of France as northern Spain.
4 seconds off the pace for Ricardo. Costa, let's see, how many laps has he done? I wouldn't worry about it too much there, Tobias. He's hasn't done many actual timed laps, so I feel the best is yet to come from Ricardo. We'll just put it that way. So let's quickly talk about the championship here, because this is the final round of the series, and therefore we are at that time where we're going to have a champion after today. Now, technically, mathematically speaking, full numbers only discussion. 7 people can win this championship. Magic Kaszczuk, Martin Edmonds, Antonio Costa, Tomas Ribeiro, Andrew D., Remy Verhaeghe, Steve Davidson. Those are your 7 people who, mathematically speaking, can in fact win the title. However, by the way, we're on qualifying here. It is private qualifying for this one because of the cramped nature of the track, so you will only ever see one car on your screen during qualifying. Also, we got Tim Holmes in chat. Hey.
What Holmes?
But anyways, realistically, though, the championship is between Magic and Martin. Now, the reason I say this is because there are only 3 people who are, like, sort of close together, and the other one's Antonio Costa. Antonio's problem is that Antonio is dropping points from his score. So that's kind of the problem here today, is that no, he's still in it. I take that back. I was not thinking about it properly, because he's already shown his dropping points. So he is right now 10.5 points behind Magic Kaszczuk, who is the championship leader right now. 11.5, pardon me. Martin is ahead of him by 7.5 points. Pardon me, 8.5 points. Man, my numbers are off today. My apologies.
15.5 points.
Those are the 3 people that we're realistically looking at for the championship. So while Ribeiro, D, Remy, and Davidson all have a chance to win the championship, it's one of those, they require the 3 guys who are at the top to like have terrible races where they DNF and end up in the wall, which this is Poe, so that is possible for them to take. And then on top of that, they need to win like every single race. So not really a possibility.
Would it be an impossibility?
It's not an impossibility, but it's very unlikely. It's very, very unlikely. The chain reaction of events that we would require is a bit much. As for the team's championship, Canadian Pole 2.0 has already won, essentially. They are almost 200 points ahead of anybody else. The chances of them being caught is even less likely than anyone outside of the top 3 winning the Drivers' Championship. There's not even really a battle for second place going on there. That's going to be Tugis Racing, probably. Third place is a little bit up for grabs. We got the RaceRoom French racers. That's Remy Verhaeghe, Bertrand Barrier, Edouard Gilbert, and Cedric Bonfon. We have the Piston Heads, which is Adam Stewart, Andy Darnell, Jeff Ecott, and Chris Willems. They race the GoPro liveries. And the Rick Rolling, which is Rick Martel, Mauricio Delgado, James P. Butler and Adam Komorowski. Those are the green and yellow cars, the Breitling cars. They're alive in that battle, as well as the gearheads, which is Leszek Lakomi, Yuri Kotashvili, Timo Ryder, and we haven't seen him actually race, but he's on the team, Jakob Wegschmidt. I'm going to go with that. That's the pronunciation.
Jakob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Indeed. So they could still technically come out in third place. That's a reasonably close battle. We're not talking much about the action on the track right now because everyone's just kind of get their installation laps in. Once the time chart actually fills out, we'll talk about it a little more. Tobias asking, is Bertrand running today? I will give you an answer.
Was there a barrier to his entry?
Looking for Bertrand. No Bertrand today. No Bertrand today. We got Martin Edmonds, Max Simmons, Adam Komorowski, Magic Kaszczak, Andrew D, Steve Davison, Leszek Lakomi, Andy Darnell, Raul Valoria, Remy Verhaeghe, Benjamin Wawa, Yuri Kotashvili, Matti Renault. We still haven't gotten a pronunciation for him, but I'm going with Renault. And Christian Kupovic is here today. We've got James Butler, Rick Martel, Adam Stewart, Ricardo Costa. No sign of Antonio Costa, so I was trying to figure out his chances of winning the title, and he doesn't appear to be here, so that's a little bit disappointing. Gato says he is a novice in sim racing. Well, there's always room for new people in the hobby. And some people develop incredibly quickly. I remember when Mike Stoppmill joined us, he was actually like slower than me and then suddenly was way ahead of me. Like there was a huge jump. It was just like, and I'm gone. Josiah Jerome, another example of that, came in as an academy driver and just gone. And there are other people that have a little bit more troubles and learning and so on. You know, obviously things like the amount of time you put in, the quality of your equipment can be a thing. These are all problems. For example, you know, it's no surprise that Josiah's driving became notably better when he stopped playing on a laptop that had a monitor that was falling off.
Holding it together with all-rounded duct tape.
Yeah. As soon as duct tape became a not required part of his racing rig, things got better. Interesting that Raul Valoria is racing a different livery than we've historically seen him in. Is that the right livery? I like it. What do you think about that livery there, Mark?
I believe it looks like the Los Angeles Rams of St. Louis. And
actually a little bit, yeah. A little bit. I like it. It's the Picaro livery. I'm not sure which the company's name is. I don't even know what the company does. They just appear on a lot of racing cars.
I believe they make spleen holders.
Let me see here. Let's see, what team is he on? He's supposed to be on the Tugas racing team, and that is not their livery. So I wonder if he has brought the incorrect livery here today. Or if he has rebelled and he is no longer on the team. He's gone to make his own team with blackjacks and hookers.
Sounds like a pretty good team to me, Phil.
There is Remy Verhaeghe or Verhaeghe. I want to say Verhaeghe after we saw that, after we learned that about that Carter Verhaeghe type person, but
yep.
I don't.
NHL pronunciations may not apply.
Yeah, may not apply. We looked him up. He's also American, so American pronunciations may not apply.
Anglicized.
Might be a little anglicized. I don't know.
Listen, if you want to make sure you get it in shape, you need to do a little anglicized here and there, or maybe the other kind of size.
It is spelt the exact same as Remy spells his name. Just saying, but he is an American hockey player, and therefore we don't trust him.
That is true. There's nothing more untrustworthy than an American hockey player. Just look at Brett Hull.
Yeah, Brett Hull's a bit of a weird one.
So I took all of my remaining pepper seed plants outside today because it's supposed to be hot as balls for like the next week. No clouds, nothing but sun. And I had a bad whitefly outbreak, which were really hammering my plants, and I did not enjoy it. So I hope they all fry in the sun and die.
I was just responding to something on Discord, so I was quiet.
A likely story. You were actually quite loud, sir.
Martin Edmonds currently at the top of the pile, looking to secure that championship with Magic Kaszczuk alongside him. Max Simmons is the top of the non-golf cars, third place. Adam Komorowski, who looked like he was going to dominate this championship, and then he stopped showing up. Anyways, he's in fourth place. Andrew D in fifth place, followed by Christian Kubovic. Good to see him up there. Steve Davidson, Leszek Lakomi, Matej Renault, this man, Yuri Kurchachvil, Benjamin Wawa, Andy Darnell, Raul Valoria, Adam Stewart, Cedric Bonfant, Rick Martel, James Butler, Remy Verhaag back in 18th place. That's weird. I would expect him to be higher. No disrespect to like Mauricio Delgado, but the idea that Mauricio Delgado is currently within a tenth of Remy is unusual. I'll put it that way.
Magic Cabbage Truck clearly gonna win. Look at that. Look at the Gulf Oil. Whoa! Maximum Simmons. Spin me right round, baby, right round. All race. While everybody's out there, appreciate any thumbs up and or subscriptions. That would be fantastic. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize some stuff. We can have like better prizes and things of that nature.
Do
And
some
also
stuff
check
with,
out the store. Check out the store. Put them in the wall. Buy some. Put them in the wall. Actually, I got to check now if they have put them in the wall up for grabs.
In fact, there's the ESR Star QR code if you want.
Nice. You get some Gulf Oil ESR. Hell yeah, let's go.
Also, as a side note, in addition to that, if the audio is a little bit off, let us know. I asked about that earlier, but we didn't really get a confirmation one way or the other. Anyways, we've done some audio fine tuning, and hopefully it's a bit better than it was before.
Bad news, there is no put them in the wall available on the store. Martin, you have failed me and hurt my feelings.
How have you not done this, Martin? That should have been like the first product.
It's in the works. Like I've seen print copy. I made a recommendation, and that's as far as I think anything went. Maybe.
That should have been our first thing. Byron says, "Put them in the wall." That's the shirt. Boom, there you go.
Put them in the wall. It was very cool. I think there are three different versions. And I thought if they took the font from one and put it on the logo from the other, that it would be the winning combination. I can't remember which one was which anymore, but I think I still have it here on my computer.
Okay, Martin says he lowered the audio from the game for us. So is it sounding good right now, Martin? While you're taking a break from qualifying, while you're on pole position,
show off.
Chilling in the
I like it. I enjoy it. I applaud it. Show off as much as possible. Although you got to go a little bit to go while your boy Stoffmill was kicking everybody's ass. He was actually still in chat talking to us. It was a wild time.
He wasn't even in the pits. He was driving the car and talking to us.
Yeah. I think he hit us straight and just like, "Hey boys, what's up?" Amazing. What a Chad.
I don't think you could do it at this track though. Poe doesn't really have what you would call straights.
I like the hairpin. That's very nice.
This is very much a high threshold for attention track. Okay, Martin says that on his cell phone we appear to be so there we go.
Excellent.
Hopefully that is the case.
We appear to be very spectacular.
Shout out to Adam Stewart. We don't normally see him up in the top 10 in qualifying, but he is currently in 8th place. You see him right there in the GoPro livery. So he appears to have done his homework and has got himself well shaped up here for Poe. We'll see what he can do.
I mean, you guys are studying tracks?
Yes.
What a time to be alive.
Most of us do that. For example, for like my for endurance races, I will do well over 500 practice laps before the race to get ready and be like, no. I need to be, because I am not fast. I need to be incredibly consistent. Also, in endurance races, being consistent really pays off because you get tire life and so on, which is good. For example, don't accept Martin as your teammate in the endurance race. I'm gonna throw that out there right now.
I would accept anybody as my partner.
I mean, if I had,
I am the weakest link.
If the choice was partner Martin in an endurance race or don't race, I would partner with Martin. I'm just saying. If I had my pick, if I had my person, actually, who would I team with in ESR in an endurance race? Because the obvious answer would be like Mike Stockmill, obviously, but that's probably not the case. Me and him don't really like the same things from the car, so I actually wouldn't be a great partnership.
Maybe it would be a great partnership after all. You could both do different things to win the same race.
Well, we've tried that. I teamed up with him in a non-endurance race with Bentley Continentals in one of the ESR series, and it didn't go very well. I ended up like he would give me a setup, and I would drive it, and I'd be like, I can't drive this. I would change it, so like it doesn't really work. I think the secrets to endurance racing is not necessarily the fastest teammate or even just the best teammate. It's the guy who drives like you. The guy who wants the same thing from the car that you do. That's the
chili dog holder.
Paul Ricard would be a good pick. Me and him seem to be pretty copacetic as far as like what we want from the car.
Very nice.
Me, him, and Javier were pretty dominant in the 3D Speed Series for a bit when we were teammates. So there you go. That's probably the answer. And we would be able to put a Mexican, a Canadian, and an American flag on the car. Team North America! If we're going back in time, Jason Mons would be a good partner. He was a very good driver. Mike Stockmill before we had Mike Stockmill. And me and him seem to like a lot of the same things from the car, so that would be good. He was also Canadian, so there you go.
And he said, good day, eh?
Make ourselves a maple syrup sponsored car. Martin's still on top by 0.144 over Komorowski. Kaschuk, his championship rival, is in third.
So what you're saying is today's race is rather decisive.
Quite a bit, actually. Yeah, it is the final race of the season. We will have a champion after that. Kaschuk is currently in the lead. We'll see if his 3 points hold up. No sign of the third man in the championship battle, Antonio Costa, so here's hoping he shows up, but I don't know.
Gonna find out. Maybe.
Also, we seem to have lost
Antonio!
Ricardo. We've lost Ricardo Costa. Antonio, are you not racing today, Antonio? And if so, why? The championship is there for you, sir. The hardware. In fact, we have neither Costa. I don't see Ricardo on the timing charts anymore. Could still be here. We know that the RaceRoom spectator tool sometimes cuts people off on the tower, and it will do that on the control panel as well. So it could be just that Ricardo is in 20th place. We can't see him. Steve Davidson in 9th. Outside chance at the championship, but he'll need more than a 9th place on the grid, I think, to have any real hope of capturing that delightful trophy.
He's going to need a net and a tranquil.
So the trophy is a buck.
No, he's going to have to, shoot and net all the other competitors.
Ah. There's another community I'm in that did a race back around Thanksgiving. I think it was Thanksgiving, and the steward of the festivities, the admin, was accepting bribes to penalize people alive during he's in the voice chat going, "Hey, I have received $20. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that part out loud." For a drive-through penalty for the race leader. Kubovic getting very out of shape there.
9, that's a Kugelblitz.
Abandons that run. Rick Martel currently in 17th place. He's got an improvement on his lap right now. You can tell that by the green first sector. That indicates personal best. Purple would indicate best overall, and white indicates that you have not improved. So we'll see what happens here at the end of the second sector. No improvement. 2.3 off. Yeah, unlikely to improve upon his time. Let's have a look at who else is running. Adam Komarowski, personal best in the first sector, personal best in the second sector. We got a chance here. We got a chance, although time is pretty much up. He needs to do it now or it's not going to happen. Martin Edmonds is currently crossing his fingers, hoping Adam cannot beat his time. And I'm not sure if he's crossed the line yet.
He's a habitual line stepper.
Still waiting. The time he needs to beat is a 1:22.871. He did not do so. All right. Warm up time. Edmonds will start on pole. Kaschek will start third. Those are the people that are interested in the championship. By the way, Ricardo Costa is here. He was, like I said, in 20th place, and was just getting cut off by the tower. So it looks like we'll have 20 cars out here today. 2 of which have a legit chance at a championship here today. And of course, the Canadian pole team, which is the Gulf Oil liveried cars, have pretty much already won the team championship. So either way, they will get to celebrate that. The question is whether they get 1 trophy or 2. And with Costa being absent, Antonio that is, we probably will see a double title for the Gulf Oil team.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Because either Kaschuk or Edmonds will take home the team's championship, and of course, Davidson and D will be helping on the team's championship. Speaking of which, there is the championship leader, Magic Kaschuk. He'll start from P3. Holds basically no lead right now, holding just a 3-point lead in the championship. So Martin's championship considerations are very, very simple. Beat Magic Kaschuk.
Beat them all!
Henrik Andreasen and Tobias Thierolf expressing their frustration with their teammate, Ricardo Costa. Ricardo currently sits 20th in the overall standings. He has 1 top 10 this season.
Whereas I have won all of the top 10s.
By the way, a shout out to Mauricio Delgado, who currently has the Mike Magus Award for this series. He's in 19th in the standings, the top guy without a top 10 this season.
We appreciate Mauricio and all his hard work.
Indeed.
And his fine cooking skills.
And his, I was going to say, his culinary skills. Only real big names missing today are Antonio Costa, of course, is the biggest missing name. We're also down 10th place in the standings, Serge Hendricks. Byron, I think you're going to enjoy this track. You're a big fan of Macau.
I do enjoy the shenanigans and the tomfoolery.
And this is basically European Macau, so yeah.
Excellent.
All right. Time to get it going here. Will Martin emerge victorious? Will Kaschuk emerge victorious? They are battling for the championship and starting in the top three. First and third, respectively. Max Simmons in between them. Representing the Yellow Bananas team. Or Yellow Submarine, pardon me.
The Banana Submarine team?
I like it. I was confused for a moment. There's another series I'm watching that has a team called the Banana Squad. So... Or it's not Banana Squad. It's what's the Italian word for squad?
A squad.
Something like that. Yeah, it's like a spot. It's like it's the Italian word for squad and then banana or squad fruit, I should say. And we are off. Pardon me. It's Adam Komorowski starting in the front row, not Simmons.
Oh, little bumping.
And Adam Komorowski is in the lead. Max Simmons going side by side with Martin Edmonds for third place in the background. Pardon me, Magic Kaschuk for third place in the background. Martin's in second. Also in the mix there is the Slovakian driver Christian Kubovic, who is in fifth. He is the white and blue car. We are on board with Benjamin Wawa. And Raul Valoria in the wall a little bit, but appears to be okay and will continue, but losing spots. Mauricio Delgado getting into it as well. Ricardo Costa and him are at the back. Speaking of which, does the Tugas team only have Ricardo Costa in today? Is that why people are counting on Costa so hard?
That could very well be.
Because he's the only Castrol oil car I see. Oh, contact between Butler and Valoria. They go side by side for longer than I'm certainly comfortable on Poe. And Valoria comes out ahead. Komorowski leads from Edmonds, Kaschuk, Simmons, Kubovic, D, Stewart, Wawa, Davidson, and Renault. On board with Martin. Not for very long. Shift over to Max Simmons. Oh! Kaschuk puts him in the wall.
Huzzah!
There will be a lot of wall putting today. Christian Kubovic moves up into fourth place as a result. Andrew D on the attack against Max Simmons as he tries to recover. He's got the GoPro of Adam Stewart on his tail, followed by Benjamin Wawa. Raul Valoria on board with. May or may not be racing for Tugas. He's listed as part of the Tugas team, but he's running the wrong livery. He's going side by side with Yuri Kochacheville and James Butler. Butler around the outside. That is bold. That is bold, James, and I applaud it. Mauricio Delgado says, "Get out of my way, Mr. Buffon." And Wawa going into the wall there. Oof. Just barely got it back under control. No harm, no foul, I suppose.
No harm, no entertainment.
Oh, Tobias said, "Don't forget Raul." But the thing is, Raul is running the wrong livery. Has he abandoned the Tugas cause? He's not in the Castrol. He's in the Picaro livery. Maybe he just wanted to be muy picante. Max Simmons in 5th place after being put in the wall by Kazchuk, trying to get past Christian Kubovic. I believe 2 of the younger drivers in the field, if I'm not mistaken. Christian is one of the lads of the field, and of course Max is quite the lad.
I would say rather.
Youngest ESR race winner of all time, I do believe.
I believe he was only 13 and a half hours old the first time he won his cup.
I believe he was 14 when he won the first time. So.
Barely reached the pedals. He had to use both arms and steer with his teeth.
Pretty tight field. The only person kind of off the back end is Remy, who's had a rough start.
Well, I mean, I guess that's what he gets for being a culinary mess.
On board with Benjamin. Looking at the back of Adam Stewart. That's Ricardo Costa off the track. He'll drop to the back. Or at least the back as far as we can see. There might be a 21st car out there. I don't know. Oh boy, 3 wide. Oh! Valori in the wall.
I thought for sure he's going to flip over.
This battle between Andy Darnell, James Butler, Leszek Lakomi, and Raul Valoria has been incredibly messy.
And
I applaud that. I applaud that. It's been very entertaining. Meantime, at the front, Komorowski's up 1.5 seconds, almost 2 seconds. On Martin Edmonds, your big climber, not really much to be honest. The biggest climber is James Butler at +2 spots. Qualified in 15th and is running in 13th. Oh.
He's pedaling as fast as he can.
Christian Kubovic getting really messy on the downhill section. Giving Magic Kazchuk a little bit of room to breathe as Steve Davidson goes around the outside of Benjamin Wawa. That's bold. Remy Verhaeghe appears to be stopped on the track and is retiring.
No.
Appears to be terminal. Yuri Krachachville got spun around, it looks like, and drops back to 15th place.
We're barely 32 hours into this race and we've already lost one.
Wow, a little under 6 minutes. We got 3 races today, 15, 15, and 30, as Max Simmons goes down the inside of Kubovic. There is contact.
Sounded like that
And
dentist tool squeaks in your teeth.
Kubovic has no interest in giving this spot up, it looks like. He is fighting for it. And Andrew D in the background there is just going, yes, yes, fight.
Whoa! Little squeezy.
I mean, this is Poe. There's going to be squeezing.
Squeezing.
Simmons comes out ahead.
Racing.
Simmons comes out ahead after some rubbing. Komorowski's lead continues to grow. Mauricio Delgado picking up a spot over Cedric Bonfon. The French RaceRoom team is not having a good day, as they've already lost Remy from the race. And Cedric Bonfon doesn't seem to have his usual flair for the dramatic today. Is there anyone else?
50-50 nose grind. Well done. Kid style points
And
for that.
Andy Darnell in the wall, dropping back.
This is. I don't think this is Tony Hawk Pro Skater, but I could be wrong.
There will be some grinding. Darnell is still not rejoined the race. There we go. It's a little bit hard to get back on track here. There's some spots here that are very tight if you end up like sideways or backwards or whatever. Getting turned around and getting back into the flow of the race can be pretty difficult.
Maybe we'll get to see some. I was about to say maybe we get to see somebody go soul grind to fakie, and that almost happened.
Oh, careful, Max.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but the game may disqualify him if he goes too far.
That is fair. I like it. J turn, very good.
There you go. Max Simmons back underway, but drops from 4th to 10th.
Would he get style points for it?
Oh, he does. That's definitely the rejoin of the day.
Rejoin of the century.
Komorowski leads still. Now up to 3+ seconds. He's really quick in these Formula Junior cars. It's a shame he was so part-time in this series. Because I guarantee you he'd be in the championship hunt. He won back at the season opener at Charade. He won 2 races and took a 3rd place, and then didn't attend the next 2 rounds. Came back for the bridge round. Did okay, not great, but okay, and is lighting it up here at Pau.
Make sure you keep tuning in next week. We're gonna do swamp buggies.
So your big climber at the moment is James Butler, up from a 15th on the grid to 11th place here at Pau. We're overtaking you pretty hard. Oh, Christian Kubovic and Andrew D in the wall.
Awesome high five.
Kubovic seems largely okay, but has ended up behind. Oh, that's a little more contact. Steve Davidson and Benjamin Wawa getting into it. They've had a couple of banging door bangs. Or what do you call it with these ones? Because they don't have doors.
Gentle body caresses.
Andy Darnell picking up a spot over Ricardo Costa. Christian Kubovic is dropping back. Uh-oh. That looks like he's become one with the road. Yeah, it's not a good sign.
He's gone subterranean.
That's a sign of like a bad connection. We may lose Christian Kubovic here. We'll see.
Subterranean homesick alien.
Hopefully whatever is ailing the car. He has not been summoned to his homeland yet. He has not gone into hyperspace. But there's problems. Matty Renault is the guy who's won big here. He's moved up into 7th place off of all this carnage. Benjamin Wawa having a little bit of a moment there. Leszek Comey into the top 10. And Kubovic is still dropping back. And still subterranean. Hopefully whatever is going on with his connection sorts itself out. Cedric Bonfant trying to go around the outside of Mauricio Delgado to no avail. That is Rick Martel in the Breitling car ahead of him. Breitling, maker of fine watches. Mauricio, it's Deutsche Post, I think, is the yellow car. As Wawa picks up 5th place from Steve Davidson. Oh, Mauricio. Yuri Kurtachville's off track somewhere. And dropping. There he is.
Y'all gonna get T-boned.
Trying to get the Samsung car pointed in the right direction. And he does. Rejoins ahead of Cedric Bonfant.
He's trying to do a kickflip.
Kubovic is still underground. This is the longest I think I've seen a glitching connection actually maintain connection with the server, honestly. As Mauricio Delgado moves up into 13th place. 12th place, pardon me, overtaking Rick Martel. This is a chance for some big results for some of the guys in the midfield, obviously, if they can just, run a clean race, because very few people here today are going to have a clean race. I think we've seen, I don't know, half the field already in the wall.
Totally half.
Well, we haven't seen Komorowski in the wall, so that's one. We haven't seen Edmonds in the wall. We haven't seen Kaschuk in the wall. So, that's 3 right there. That is.
If the leader goes into the wall and the camera's not on him, did it really happen?
Adam Stewart's not been in the wall, as far as I can tell. Other than that, Mathieu Renault's had a clean day. He's up at 7th. And Leszek Lacomi has had a clean day up at 10th place. So, there you go.
I like the fact
probably
that these cranes are dangling large metal objects that could just fall at any time.
I gotta wonder what it's like to own a house around here. Although, to be clear, if you're gonna own a house around a racetrack, the answer is Bathurst.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. Monte Carlo is the answer, but that's just because it means you have absurd amounts of money.
Also true.
Cedric Bonfon versus Rick Martel. And just squeezes his way past. And up into 14th place. Andrew D is down a lap. So that implies that he's probably suffered some significant damage. We saw him take a hard hit in the wall, so that is not surprising. And Kubovic is still subterranean.
He's trying really hard.
I'm not blaming him, sir. Not blaming him. This is an internet connection issue. But I am gonna joke about it. Max Simmons battling with Mathieu Renault and makes the overtake. Actually, I think that's the first time we've even really seen Renault's car this race. He is the John Player Special Lotus. One of the most famous liveries in all of motorsport.
Even more famous than Steve.
Well, it's a championship-winning livery in Formula One, sir. 1978 world champion Mario Andretti.
Oh my goodness. What about Luigi Andretti?
Who is the last American driver to win the championship. Depending on what nationality you actually assign him. Because there's three answers to that question.
America by way of Malta.
Well, he was born in a little place near and dear to my heart called Croatia, which at the time was part of Italy, but has lived mostly in America. So he is an Italian-American Croatian.
I thought you were going to go with he was born at a young age.
That is technically true as well.
Or you could go with the Steve.
Whoa! Cedric Bonfon losing it. Rick Martel picks up spot.
Steve Martin routine was like, I was born a poor black child.
Cedric trying to make his way around.
Cedric the Entertainer?
Well, Cedric Bonfon. By the way, Cedric the Entertainer owned a Champ Car team at one point. That was
Really?
E-Racing.
That's cool.
Indeed. He part-owned it with Keith Wiggins, who is the former director of Pacific F1. And ran the... Oh, Lord, contact.
Oh, boy.
That's it for Bonfond.
He gone.
I think something was wrong with that car, just based on the way it was behaving and the language of the car. The body language.
Body language.
Tim Holmes with compliments for the broadcast. We appreciate that. Don't usually do these live, but sometimes the UFC permits us.
Correct. We do try our best. Well, I mean, Mike tries his best. I just gotta show up. Some days I'm on, and some days I'm off.
You can't tell Byron how to do his job. Oh, Andy Darnell, what's going on here, man?
I mean, you can tell me how to do my job, but...
All right, race one is in the books. Adam Komorowski has his third win of the season, which I think is the most of any driver. And Martin Edmonds and Magic Kaszczuk, the two championship battlers, were on the podium together. What's the points differential for that?
35.
Who's got the lead now? So the difference there will be 2.5 points. So Kaszczuk is still in the lead. So Martin is still the chasing man. Adam Stewart in fourth place. Great race for him.
Isn't that the festival in the desert? Chasing Man?
That's Burning Man.
Oh, even better.
Wawa, Davidson, Simmons, Renault, Butler, Lacombe, your top 10. I forget if it's top 10 or if it's top 12 reverse grid. We'll find out.
I believe it's top 1.
So it's either going to be Lacombe or Kertachville on pole. We'll find out, and I may have to rejoin the server here. So that means I We'll take a moment to actually dig up the whatchamacallit password.
Good old whatchamacallit.
Okay, I have the password if he kicks us.
Don't you freaking dare.
Oh, we're still good.
See? Listen, you gotta mean it.
It'll probably be race 3 it kicks us.
Due to my highly specialized training, I have learned to dissuade things from being incorrect.
So our championship gap is now 1 point, heading into the second to last race of the season. As the cars load in, which is why we are currently seeing some very poorly rendered trees. It is kind of weird that RaceRoom renders so much of the surrounding area of the track, but does it so poorly.
I demand that they render the entirety of the Minecraft universe.
It's not as bad as Assetto Corsa Competizione. If you look at a replay file and you zoom all the way out, you realize that Assetto Corsa has actually rendered an entire planet.
Okay, I'm not sure that's necessary.
It's a completely blank planet, but like there's like I don't know, maybe like a city block size like for the racetrack that's actually rendered, but there is actually like beyond that just like endless nothing.
That was I think the best Public Enemy album, Fear of a Blank Planet.
Potentially.
Music nerds rejoice, I have made a music reference. I'll fucking do it again too.
He will. It's pretty much guaranteed.
It takes a nation with millions to pay us back.
So any drivers to look forward to here in race number 2, Byron?
I believe the return from the underground shall be tremendous, and it shall be selling forthwith, etc., etc.
I guess that's some. Oh, it looks like both of our French DNFs have not shown up for race number 2. That is not.
Maybe they're having a new revolution.
We're down to 18 cars. Christian Kubic is still listed as part of the server, so his connection is valiantly fighting to keep him in this race.
Excellent. I was at the your grocery store the other day, and found that SodaStream has a new flavor. They have Mountain Dew now.
That seems like a poor investment.
I don't know. I like Mountain Dew every now and again.
Actually, never had it.
That's a lie.
Ah, never.
These are falsehoods.
I drink very, very little carbonated beverages because of the fact that my teeth are absolute crap.
These are also falsehoods. I see you drinking carbonated beverages on stream all the time.
They are not carbonated.
No bubbles at all?
No bubbles. The only ones
stuff is definitely carbonated.
The ice stuff I do have periodically. But that's also a lot of caffeine. So
You put caffeine in those? I thought they were just like flavored water type things.
Nope,
or
they're caffeinated.
Like fake pop with artificial sweetener.
They're caffeinated. I'll have
Seems
those.
Like a poor decision.
I'll have those when I need a jolt of energy. So essentially, it's an energy drink, basically. Except that the caffeine in an actual energy drink would probably kill me. So
that is fair. I myself enjoy a good flavored bubbly water these days. I have largely weaned myself, not even really weaned myself off like soda drinks, like pop and like Coke, Pepsi, etc.
I'll have those President's Choice, the big bottles I sometimes drink on stream. They're like very, very slightly carbonated, but like barely noticeable.
Oh, well, no, I like the carbonation because it tricks my body into thinking that it's getting pop.
Oh, Matt Renault is starting on pole, so I'm not sure what the reverse. It looks like reverse grid 8.
Right now?
Somebody is still in the pit lane. That is Christian Kubic.
He's above ground at least. Robo?
Oh, hard contact.
Yeah.
Multiple wreckages. Yuri Kratashvili is on his roof.
Disco Inferno. Max Simmons, racer of the day. Get the hell out of the way. I'm coming.
He's up in front.
I don't want no part of that mess.
Now I'm going to suspect that Kubovic may have elected to start from the pits because of his connection problems.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's retired from the race. Oh no, he's still running.
No, he's there.
No, he's listed in the pit lane still.
I don't know. It's on the fucking the tower. Oh yeah, no, there he is. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's got his name grayed out on the. Oh, there we go. He's gonna go. All right.
Ooh, give it a little college try.
And then he retired. Then he retired immediately.
At least he gave it a shot. I celebrate that. Gulf Oil squeezing through, baby. Let's go, Gulf Oil to that.
Christian, if you watch this later, we would like details of your journey through the underworld and subsequent this race.
Did you see any more locks?
Adam Stewart battling with Adam Komorowski. Oh, Komorowski connects with Kashchuk. Kashchuk going side by side with, I think that's Butler. And Butler's in the wall. Raul Valoria sneaks on through. Mauricio Delgado in the mix. Andy Darnell in the mix. Andrew D back in 13th place. Martin Edmonds up in 4th, so he's having a great time as far as the championship is concerned. Benjamin Wawa in behind him. Now the question here is, normally Steve Dave would get out of Martin's way and help him for the title, but he's fighting his own teammate. So like, what do you do if you're Steve Dave? Apparently you're going to let him through.
Get him, Steve Dave.
Actually, I think Steve Dave had a problem there because he also let Wawa through. Yeah. So I think that suggests that he was just not carrying enough speed.
Anyway, here's Wonder Wawa. See, I won't stop making music references. You can't stop.
We've lost Ricardo Costa. We're down to 15 cars.
Ricardo Costa. Hey, no bueno. I don't know why I don't. Anti-bueno. Not sure why I went Italian. He is from Portuguese land.
Portugal. The Tugas community is largely based in Portugal, so, welcome them. All right, top 10 rundown. Simmons leads from Renault, Edmonds, Wawa, Davidson, Stewart, Komorowski, Kashchuk, Valoria, and Butler.
Together. Are we pronouncing Tugas correctly? I'm assuming we are.
I've never been given a correction, and you'd think I would have gotten one.
Anybody out there who knows the truth, please unleash it upon us. If it's pronounced Tugwa or something, maybe we're off base. Or should we be converting the T to an H?
I don't think I've ever seen the T done as an H in the Portuguese, but maybe.
Bug ass racing.
Andrew D. On the tail of Mauricio Delgado. That's Raul Valoria off. And James Butler looking to make up a spot.
I'd like to congratulate James and probably Max Simmons. No, Max Simmons can't vote yet. He's not old enough. James Butler, well done on
Martin Edmonds. Getting aggressive. He wants that title. He wants that title. Matty Renault not getting in his way. Just get out of my way, Finnish boy. I will show you who the real cold weather people are.
I heard that James Butler voted 9,300 times the other day.
Should be mentioned, Finland and Canada have some of the highest percentage of Formula One world champions in their Formula One drivers. So there you go.
You drive on the ice, you could drive on the track road. Track not a problem.
Mostly because you can count both countries' F1 drivers on your fingers without getting to toes.
Yeah, so we are all right. We got a pronunciation check from Henrik. We are pronouncing it Tugas, or is it Tugas? Right, the ass.
Is it ass or us?
Is it like a ah or ass? It would be that. That is correct. There's a lot of. There's a little jostling going on out there.
Oh yeah.
You may have shaken baby syndrome retroactively.
Yeah. No. There's every sim racing driver has at some point gotten away with a crash that would have killed a real-life driver.
For the 30-minute race, I'm setting the over/under on DNFs at 5.5. Anybody?
I barrel rolled down the hill at Bathurst one time.
Very nice.
The weird thing is I actually did get to the bottom.
Well, yeah, that's how gravity works.
Well, no, but you would think that through the S section, I would have at some point gotten stuck on the wall.
Well, yes. Well, you just gotta have the right trajectory, right amount of momentum.
Benjamin Wawa overtaking Matty Renault, who was slipped off the podium after starting on pole. Reverse grid, of course. Oh, he might get that back. Oh, in the wall. Never mind. I think that probably does that in.
Never me mind low.
He'll rejoin, probably behind Rick Martel. He's trying to get a turnaround done, and Martel's through. Maybe Lacombe will come through as well. We'll see. Nope, he's back. He managed to get it turned around before being in last place.
He's back and better than ever. I think the world is ready and hyped for Eric Bischoff wrestling return.
Trying to figure out who else we lost between races, because we had 20 cars, we're now down to 17. I know we lost Bonfond and Remy. Do you see anybody else that's missing that we had before?
I believe anything called Love? No. Yeah, I don't remember who though. You mentioned that the other French dudes did not return.
Yep. I said Bonfond or Remy. Those were the French dudes.
Yeah. There's one other that I just can't recall.
Yeah. It's not anyone from the Tugas team. Both of them are still here.
I'm not here for details. I'm here for carnage.
Yeah, I was just asking if you'd noticed. I didn't expect to get a good answer.
I believe Ronald McDonald is no longer in the field.
I'll be entirely honest, I wasn't expecting an answer. Or at least
I always tried to solve puzzles. Puzzles intrigue me so.
I think it's Yuri. Let's see, Yuri.
Oh yeah.
Yep, we're missing Krachachville. Alright, that's the one.
This Krotachville, sir?
I am not getting nearly that guttural.
You need to study your Klingon.
Adam Komorowski, race 1 leader, is trailing Benjamin Wawa, looking to get up onto the podium.
If anybody would like some chili peppers, come on by my house. I have some to give away. Otherwise, I have to go find a bunch of dirt and repot all these things. I foisted some upon my brother this morning, and they are well watered, although they have been hit with white flies, and I'm trying to eliminate with neem oil and heavy watering outside in the hot ass sun.
Have some peppers. I don't want peppers. You are taking this as a suggestion.
This is like, you know how people are super annoying with zucchini, and like
there it is.
Absolutely everybody hates zucchini. It's like me with peppers, but everybody loves peppers.
I was going to say, Lacombe was shown as being 100% damaged, and that would be the missing front nose cube. Samsung car.
Out here looking like Michael Jackson. There you go.
Oh! Wawa gets splattered by Komorowski.
Bad touching.
Well, no, I'm gonna say that was kind of Wawa's fault. He got way too much curb and got real slow through that corner. As
that's not a good sign. That's not a great sign.
No, if your car is set sideways for long enough, it'll just ghost you.
Oh, okay.
People will go through it.
That's fair. I appreciate that. We don't need all the realism in the world with people trying to have fun. Take note, video game companies. Other than this one, I guess.
So Simmons with a massive lead over Edmonds, like 8 seconds. Jesus. Max, who do you think you are? Mike Stopville? Kaschuk picking up a spot there over Adam Stewart, who is dropping way back. What's wrong with Stewart?
Whatever that was.
He is in the wall. That would be the answer to the question.
Yarp.
I was trying to click on him, and he was dropping so fast I couldn't click on him. There he is.
Stewart. It's okay, I saw it all the way back.
Not sure what happened there. He must have gotten way on that curb, and it just flipped. It just spun the car.
All right, folks in chat.
Oh, he's crabbing. He's crabbing.
No, you're supposed to be lobstering. That's the way that this track works.
Well, if you see how the wheel's not straight, that's the crab.
All right, folks in chat, everybody gets a vote. Should I plant some catnip, even though my cat is clinically insane already? And I said catnip, and he's looking at me. He's looking through into my soul. I need your help.
Steve Davidson picking up a spot there over Kazchuk in fourth place.
I would also posit that my cat has never had catnip, so it would be new to him.
By the way, our insane driver of the day, James Butler's in sixth place.
Insane Butler. The penny farthing predator, James Butler.
I wouldn't think a race of attrition would actually suit James. He's the one that tends to hit the wall a lot.
Tim says cats need drugs. Tim says cats need drugs. I celebrate that. Yeah, see, Tim gets it. It's focused on fun. Like, it's realistic as you can possibly get, but it's still fun. That's what people should be going for.
Oh yeah, RaceRoom I think is struck like mostly a perfect balance of realism, I think. Does a really good job.
Yeah.
There are a couple of updates they've done that were not so great. There was a point where they had what we called the ice tires. It's where all Flory gets kind of bullied here by Andy Darnell and Andrew Deep. Where for the GT3 cars, if you went off the track like a little bit and your tires got dirty, they became literally like driving on ice. That was not good. That was bad. But for the most part, they've been pretty okay. As things stand, by the way, Martin would take a championship lead into the final race of the season. So we'll see if that holds up.
The latest Ghost Recon game, Breakpoint, they went so far realistic, it just wasn't fun. Luckily enough, they had a lot of again, way too many settings to make things not fun. But you can turn off stuff like all of these injuries. Like, you could get your arm wounded and just couldn't do things. So you'd have to stop and heal yourself and fix your wound and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, you're in the middle of a fucking firefight. It was just stupid, so I turned all that crap off. But they also decided to give it some fake weight and momentum to your character. So you're running around and you're running down a hill and suddenly you're sliding and slipping and falling because apparently highly trained fucking operators can't go downhill. They don't know how to do that.
Adam Stewart, oh, never mind, he's rejoined. Adam Stewart, I was going to say, looked like he might have been retired, but he is rejoined, so he was just in the pits getting whatever was causing his car to crap fixed, and he is now a lap down on everybody. But, hey, 15th place pays points, so take it. Simmons' lead is coming down, but I don't think Edmonds can make up 7 seconds in what is probably the last lap of this. Mauricio! You must get that top 10, Mauricio! Go! Go! Battling with Benjamin Wawa. Oh, Wawa spins! Might have gotten touched. I don't know. Was there contact? Oh, God, Matty Renault just murdered him. I think Delgado hit him because that's why he's waiting for him. Playing the role of the gentleman. Matty Renault says, I guess I'll take the top 10, guys. Not sure what car that is coming up behind him. Oh, it's Rick Martel. I'm sorry, I see the Breitling livery and I just don't assume that it's Rick Martel. I just assume he's in golf oil, and he's not. By the way, I wave my finger in disbelief at the Canadian pole team for not recruiting Rick Martel into their golf oil livery car. Unacceptable, gentlemen.
Also
unacceptable. As much as I appreciate the Rick rolling team, which is the Breitling car. Feels wrong. Rick Martel should be golf.
I do enjoy. I mean, what if they were the Rickenbackers? It's a good guitar.
All right, zero's on the clock, which means you cross the finish line and you're done.
Cha-cha.
Going to be Max Simmons, barring absolute tragedy, who takes this race.
It has happened before.
It has. We've seen it.
Oops, no gas.
No gas. In this case, slamming into the wall is really, really easy.
Yeah, I think we've seen Martin particularly do that at least 3 times on the last lap while leading.
He's taking the checkered flag. Max Simmons is your winner. There you go.
Excellent. No more sandbagging. Maximum Simmons all the way.
Looks like Edmonds and Komorowski, based on their gaps, are also done. They'll be on the podium.
Mr. Simmons, bring me a meme. Make it the dumbest shit that I've ever seen.
Rick Martel hanging on to 13th place ahead of Leszek Lekomi. Although that's not Lekomi behind him. That's got to be Adam Stewart. Lekomi's there is Lekomi. Yeah, Lekomi's in the Samsung car.
I don't understand how Lekomi can come in that far behind when he was obviously had the saving the most weight.
Max Simmons, your winner from Martin Edmonds, Adam Komorowski, Magic Kashchuk, Steve Davidson, James Butler, Andy Darnell, Andrew D, Rolf Loria, Matty Renault, Benjamin Wawa, Mauricio Delgado, Rick Martel, Leszek Lekomi, and Adam Stewart. We lost Ricardo Costa, Christian Gudovich, and Yuri Kratachville along the way.
This is the fastest lap by a substantial margin.
About half a second. So, I think pole position will go to Andrew D for the final race. It's a top 8 reverse, which would put Darnell and Butler in second and third. We'll see. We'll see if I have to reconnect to the server as well. And that does give Martin the championship lead with a pair of second place efforts.
Oh my goodness. What happens if he doesn't get the fuel right on this one?
Well, if he gets 0 in one of these races, that's going to be a big deal. Unless Kashchuk also gets 0. That would be the thing, though. If he runs out of fuel, wouldn't Kashchuk likely run out of fuel? They are teammates. They're probably sharing setups.
Could be. In the summer sale, up to 50%. Speaking of summer sales, nothing on sale. Well, I mean, things are on sale, but they're not on sale, if you know what I mean. In the ESR store, link in the description of the video. Possibly also via a QR code that you may be able to see on your screen.
And I will put it up as soon as the thing fully loads up and lets me click it.
Just as soon as technically available. You know what this course needs? More pit traps.
Kubovic is still connected to the server, so congratulations on that.
Good.
We'll see if he actually can take part in race number 3, though.
Perhaps he is having what we in the business refer to as bad internet.
So we give the big ups to Christian for soldiering through the technical issues, and we appreciate it. Where the hell is the QR code?
Oh no, dude.
The button is normally right there, and it's not there. I can't press it.
It's coming from inside the house.
I have it set up properly, but the button is not there. I'm very confused.
Perhaps it's the hardest button to button.
Perhaps. All right, we've seen Komorowski and Simmons take victory. Will somebody not American take the top spot?
I believe that would be Greg Louganis. No, he's also American. Never mind.
We are out of Americans to win, so if the American's going to take... Oh, no, we're not. Adam Stewart. All right, there you go. There's a prediction. Adam Stewart for race 3 victory.
Oh, my goodness.
Not likely. He's starting very far back after he had to pit for damage in race 2. He'll be starting near the back. It's a 30-minute one. This is the big one.
The over-under for DNFs is set at 5.5. Place your bets in the chat.
There is your race 2 winner, Max Simmons. Is that his first race win of the season? I'm looking it up now.
Could be.
Max, where are you? Yep, it's only his 4th race, in fairness. He made his debut at Bridge Round, took a 6th and an 8th place there.
I feel obligated to say this. Kids don't do drugs. Drugs are dangerous. We are taking the under. That's a bold guess.
All right. Forming up here for the race. Oh, QR code button is present. There you go. Not working though.
Uh-oh. Martin! I'm going to go ahead and blame Martin.
There we go.
Hey! Martin fixed it.
The great technical solution of all things, turn it off and turn it on again.
Correct. I figured if I unreasonably blame Martin for the failure, I might as well unreasonably congratulate Martin for the success. I'm being fair, unlike some pro athletes I could name.
Ooh.
Fair and even-handed.
And of course, your commentary provided by Mike and Byron.
Oh, hi. You have to guess which one's which, though. We're not going to tell you.
Mm.
Right, Mike?
Correct.
Awesome. We are of one mind.
15 cars take the grid, so we did lose Christian Kubovic and one other driver. I'm looking. I will try and figure out who it is that we are missing.
Sequel Blitz.
Oh, Andy Darnell in the pit lane. Pardon me, Ricardo Costa in the pit lane. Oh, never mind. We do have more than 15 cars. This is another one where we're just like getting cut off on the tower there. We're seeing the top 15, but there are more than 15 cars in the server. Andy Darnell leads the way from Andrew D, James Butler, Magic Kashchuk, Martin Edmonds. So the championship battlers are in 4th and 5th place. Steve Davidson and Max Simmons, Adam Komorowski, Benjamin Bois, and Mathieu Renault. Davidson in the wall.
Oh boy.
Also in the wall, one of the Breitling cars. Not sure which one.
Hick Martel.
It's not Martel.
But Martel is second to last, though.
I'm looking. Oh, it's Komorowski.
Yeah. Fair enough. There's the other car.
Well, keep in mind, we're also getting cut off. There's more than 15 cars. We're just only seeing the top 15.
You didn't have to cut me off.
Early carnage, Andrew D. Second place behind Andy Darnell. A classic rivalry as Adam Stewart goes around the outside of Yuri Kotacheville. Pardon me, Leszek Łakomi. And he takes the spot.
Come on, Kotacheville, baby.
Oh, Mauricio Delgado and Yuri Kotacheville getting a little close. Adam Stewart as well.
Snugly.
3 wide? 3 wide. Oh boy.
Let's go.
Go 3 wide. Go 3 wide in the streets of Oh! Oh! Kotacheville in the middle and he gets wiped out. And more bad luck for the Breitling team as Adam Komorowski sideswipes Rick Bartel is in the pit lane.
Oh, the humanity.
Rick Bartel literally getting torpedoed into the pit lane. All right. Darnell still leads, but he's looking shaky. Andrew D on the pressure. Butler in there as well. Kashchuk, Edmonds, and Simmons. Adam Komorowski overtaking Rick Bartel in the battle of Breitlings.
Good old thick Martel.
Speaking of good old things, we got that lovely audio glitch again.
Yeah, it happens. I'm kind of surprised it took this long.
I know. I'm actually relatively pleased.
I'm wondering if like short races kind of interrupt whatever fault that is.
Could be.
Little slidey.
Adam Stewart having a relatively harmless slide. Loses his spot to Steve Davidson. Golf oil to the front. Second, fourth, and fifth.
To the front.
on board with James Boutillier in third place for the Rick Rolling Breitling team. Darnell continues to hang on to the lead.
As well he should.
Andy Darnell needs to make an alliance with Andrew D, similar to what he did with me at Brands Hatch that one time, where he's like, I'm going to run side by side with you. Cool. No one will get past us.
RC, should I grow drugs for my cat? I have one opinion, which is yes. And I'm inclined to go that way anyway. I need a college-educated opinion.
University-educated opinion.
Oh, university-educated. I apologize.
She's got a degree in everything.
Oh my God.
Don't make her tap.
Is it Fahrenheit?
Don't make her tap the degree. There's a guy at my jiu-jitsu class named Matt who will do that. He's like, don't make me tap the degree. I'm university educated. Like, what are you university educated? Proctology. Oh no!
We're gonna find out if your card's any good. Yeah, catnip. So my cat's a year and a half old now, so the catnip will definitely affect him. He's already clinically on the second.
Simmons gets clipped and ends up in the wall. Nice recovery, though.
I'm kind of interested to see if his clinical insanity, being a cat and all, will get worse or better. Which could also be worse. Heck yeah, alright.
If you're gonna get spun anywhere, that actually was a pretty good spot for Simmons to get spun. It was an easy recovery.
Drugs, drugs, drugs. Some are good, some are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Go ahead and grow them for your cat.
So the battle for the lead is now a 5-car battle, with Simmons having been taken out of it. Darnell, D, Butler, Kaschuk, and Edmonds. 2 championship rivals are in 4th and 5th place. Renault versus Valoria. These two are the easiest to find on the track because they have unique liveries. Nobody else is running the JPS livery, and no one else is running the Bacara livery. Valoria with the overtake in the number 14 car.
And the guy says to me, what's better, can't cut your thumb? And I'm like, yeah.
Probably the case.
He reached out, placed his paw gently on my forearm, so I reached out with my hand to gently stroke his chin, to which he then gently inserted his teeth into my thumb.
My sister's dog has the tendency, if you reach out and start petting him in the head, he'll take his paw and like put it on your hand and be like, lower. He is a big fan of the belly rub. And her other dog just won't give you a choice. You're going to pay attention. Oh, James Butler catches a curb and spins around. There goes probably his hopes at a podium. Reversing, trying to find himself a good place to do the J-turn, and it's not really how you're supposed to do it, but whatever. He is now pointing the correct direction. We are results-based thinkers here at the commentary booth.
Heck yeah. Also, you get style points.
Oh, it's Kaschuk to 3rd place. Andrew D is on the charge. It is Andy Darnell alone in a fight against 3 Gulf Oils. Let's go, Andy!
You can do it!
Big fan of Andy. I love racing with him. Matty Renault loses spot to Max Simmons. Made that pretty easy. I think he imagines that Simmons and him are not really on the same pay grade here, if you know what I mean. And Benjamin Wawa picks up spot over Steve Davidson.
I'm gonna chalk that up to nepotism.
Tobias with the advice for Yuri. I've given them that advice before, man. I've given him that advice before. He just needs to drive within himself. He's got plenty of pace. It's just put the complete race together.
What kind of weird mumbo jumbo find the race within yourself crap is that?
Andy Darnell really under pressure here. Doing his best to stay in front of a trio of, at least on paper, faster drivers. But being faster doesn't mean that you can overtake. James Butler, however, can overtake as he puts Lacombe in the wall. In fairness to Yuri, I think sometimes his DNFs are caused by like bad connection issues as opposed to like driving issues, but you know. Benjamin Wawa trying to get through.
Put him in the Wawa.
Wawa. Oh, maybe Lacombe trying to get past Adam Stewart. Too wide for 11th place. Lacombe grinding on that curb, and Stewart will keep the position. Andrew D trying to go for the lead again around the hairpin. No joy yet. Should be mentioned for the comments. Oh, Steve Davidson and Benjamin Wawa get together, and they are off the track and on the grass. It should be mentioned that there could be more than 15 cars running, so if you do not see somebody's name, it does not necessarily mean they are DNF'd. The spectator tool will sometimes cut off parts of the tower, and it's just unfortunately something we have to deal with. So those who started the race, like Christian Kubovic and Ricardo Costa, might still be running, but they may not be. Max Simmons moving up into 4th place. He is piling through. Martin Edmonds is also behind Kaschuk, so Kaschuk's championship chances are back in play, Byron.
Huzzah!
Polish driver is looking to become that Robert Kubica of ESR. Actually, he already is the Robert Kubica.
What's this about Kielbasa?
Robert Kubica is like the only notable Polish motorsports driver, frankly.
I love you, baby.
Might be
All I can think about is kielbasa sausage. Your
might be someone in rally. I admittedly do not pay much attention to rally, so if there is a like legendary Polish driver in rally, I don't know them, and that's all I can really say.
I believe everybody in rally is Finnish.
There's a lot of Finns, a lot of Norwegians, a lot of Scandinavian spirit.
If you can drive on ice, you can drive on the track.
Andrew D again looking for the move. Adam Komorowski looking for his own move against Lezak. Is that Lezak? I think it's Lezak. D around the outside. Darnell hanging on. Andy Darnell. Oh! D stays the inside. Drives him real wide.
Go for it to the front.
Golf Oil 1-2. Simmons is also through in at 3rd place. Darnell down to 4th. Andrew D had to work for that one, though.
Good thing he was determined.
He was. Now the question is, his 2 teammates are vying for the championship. One of them is right behind him. Does he help Kaschuk or not? Or is he more pro Edmonds in the team? Find out. Edmonds getting bounced a little bit wide there by Darnell. And Kaschuk went off the track for a second there, but he appears to be okay. Okay. Must have been a connection issue. Top 10 roundup. Andrew D leads for Magic Kaschuk, Magic Simmons, Andy Darnell, Martin Edmonds, Raul Gloria. Then Matthew Renault, James Butler, Adam Stewart, and Adam Komorowski.
See Raul.
Martin trying to go around the outside of Darnell. Darnell says no. Battle of the admins. Petrol heads versus versus ESR.
Battle of the Abdomens.
Martin down the inside. He's got it. There's now a 1-2-4 for the Gulf Oil boys.
Cha-cha.
Catching up to this battle now is Raul Valoria, so he's in the fight now. Benjamin Wawa, Steve Davidson, and Mauricio Delgado in the battle. Oh, Kashuk has a moment, and Simmons is into second place. It's now third and fourth for the championship battlers. That's bad news for Kashuk. He kind of really needed Edmonds to stay like have a car between him and him. We'll find out. Not sure on my map.
It appears Simmons is rising up to the challenge of his rivals. He may be the last known survivor, something, other lyrics.
North American dominance right now going on. First, second, and fourth. This, of course, after they managed to win the first two races with Komorowski and Simmons taking the check flags.
He's the last known imbiber of some really good stuff.
Kashuk still had Edmonds. That's the important thing for him. Wah! Puts Delgado in the wall.
Put him in the wall.
Veneman, we're not happy with you. We're not happy with you at all. Put our boy in the wall. Kashuk had a little bit of a moment there, but he stays ahead of Edmonds.
Like hydroplaning around these corners sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these cars do not have a lot of grip. These junior cars are a handful to drive. Very little downforce. They are cheap, and as a result, are not complicated machines. Simmons trying to get that lead off of Andrew D. Still a pretty close battle for first through to sixth place. They're separated by like less than 6 seconds total. The battle is on. Adam Komorowski looking to make a comeback after getting caught up in all the carnage back on lap 1. Trying to displace Adam Stewart from 9th place. On board with Max Simmons.
Maxwell Jacob Simmons.
He's better than you, and he knows it. MJS.
Perhaps that's how he works the pedals. He does a kangaroo kick.
Simmons looking to take the lead here, and he will. Gulf Oil not.
No! Sacrilege.
Can Gulf Oil be denied a victory today?
No.
Is that the first time this has possibly happened?
Today.
Looking at the stats here, has Gulf Oil gone a race without winning? They have. It would not be the first time. They did not win at Paul Ricard.
That was years ago.
On that day, Remy Verhaeghe won the first race, and the second went to Edouard Gilbert. An all-French victory day. But aside from that, there has been a... Oh, and actually it's also happened at Bridge, when it was all Portuguese day with Tomas Ribeiro and Antonio Costa. It's been such a dominant season for them, though. Kashuk's taken 2 victories. Edmonds has taken 2 victories. Nothing from Andrew D. or Steve Davidson, but they've had a couple of podiums. 2 apiece. D's best result of the season, a 2nd place at Nogaro. Added a 3rd place at the bridge round last time out. And for Davidson, it's a pair of 3rd places at Charade and Nogaro.
Martin, when you listen to this back later, I need you to put a food product on the web store. You need to start selling Andrew D's nuts.
I thought you were going for Fiesta Pale.
Hey, if you think you can turn a profit.
Ralph Valoria tries to get through, cannot do it.
In favor of a good joke.
We've received a sponsorship deal from Fiesta Pale. Do not buy this product.
Fiesta Pale OP, it cannot be contained in anything other than industrial grade pale.
Now I'm hearing nothing but text talking about Fiesta Pale.
Fiesta Pale. Be sure to tune in. Go to the Pyongyang gift store to buy Mio Dread's greatest hits on CD, and on there will be a lighter shade of Fiesta Pale.
On board with Martin Edmonds as he tries to secure the championship here against Magic Castrack. I think right now, mathematically, he's got it if they finish in 3rd and 4th. But, nothing feels better than winning the championship by beating the guy that you're going for the title against.
Correct.
I think there's literally a YouTube video on my Mio on board series from the 3D Speed series at one point where it's like, I think mathematically I've got the silver title, but the guy I'm fighting for the silver title is right ahead of me. Therefore, I'm going to go for it, and we ended up crashing. It was terrible. I ended up not winning the trophy.
You're the worst.
It happens. Sometimes you do it for the memes, and it doesn't work out.
All true statements.
Although still my best moment of Mio on board was realizing that my diffuser had gone in my Bentley, but my tail end kept trying to step out at every turn. I'm like, well, this is not good.
That means that you would not be getting the nice, moist, minty scented air diffusing in through the cabin.
That's not what the diffuser does.
Oh.
Diffuser is part of the downforce. Somebody hit me in the back and broke my diffuser, so my back end was not cooperating with the idea of going straight. And every relatively high speed turn was like a problem. The problem is that we were at Spa, and I mean, what is Eau Rouge if not a high speed turn?
W Spa James Franco champs.
Spa Francorchamps beats. Probably one of the 3 most deadly tracks on the planet.
Well, the other one would be heroin.
Bathurst and Nordschleife. I mean, when your track is literally known as the Green Hell to drivers, I think it's a safe bet.
I think we should institute a safety limit on speed. Nobody should be going over 40 kilometers an hour. I think that's unsafe if you go fast.
I feel like the camera could have just focused on Andy Darnell this entire race. It's not been a boring moment as Raul Valoria takes 5th place from him. He's not giving up on it, though. He wants that spot back.
Andy, Heck, and Darnell.
From race leader to 6th place. We'll see if Matty Renault can catch him. Komorowski looking to get another spot there. Probably shouldn't be that hard. That is teammate James Butler he's racing with, but I don't know. There may not be team orders at play here. Komorowski will get through there, but Butler did not make it easy, and he's not giving up yet. Gentlemen, just remember you are teammates.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Y'all almost got buttled. He almost buttled it.
That's a Renault up ahead. In the black and gold livery.
Black and jello, black and jello.
Edmund's still behind Kaschuk, but I still think he's got the title. Don't know. I'm doing math on the fly here. I really should have had a spreadsheet ready.
You would. You sluts. Spread all them sheets. Spread your sheets apart.
Of course, also pending any penalties that come up in the stewarding room.
True.
Which would mean if I was Magic Kaschuk and Martin Edmonds, I'd be looking to get the other one a penalty. I'm sure.
Max Simmons, you have been fined $752,000.
Martin looking down the inside, thinks better of it, and gets actually a really, really bad braking performance there. That's the problem when you look down the inside, you break the toe, and you end up actually losing a lot of ground if you don't go for it. Five minutes to go. Should be about, what, 3 laps? Maybe 4.
17. If they go fast enough.
Well, no. I mean, we know how fast they can go. About a minute 22 is a superb lap round. Adam Stewart trying to get up on James Butler's jock. Oh, Andy. That was close. Just letting you enjoy the sounds of RaceRoom because, honestly, one of the best racing games as far as sound is concerned. Benjamin Wawa picking up a spot over Steve Davidson, although based on the pace they were going, I think Davidson may have made a mistake there. Steve having a rough day. Decent results in race 1 and 2, but race 3 has not been kind to him. Komorowski's caught up to Mate Renault, looking to get the finish driver for 7th place. Trying to think of a great Finnish versus American rivalry in F1, and I don't think there ever has been one for me to relate this to. And that is Komorowski through into 7th place. Butler's off. Moving very, very slowly. No offense, Butler. I want to see the battle here for 7th place. Mathieu Renault has not given up on this fight.
Sorry, I stepped away for a second. I thought the cat had knocked over something mission critical.
We missed Steve Dave making a mistake. Komorowski's overtaken Renault, and Butler had a moment where he hit the wall.
That's not possible. Steve Dave is impeccable in all things.
He makes mistakes like anybody else.
No, it's legally impossible. And if you were to suggest otherwise,
Renault in the wall.
You may end up in a place for further education, yeah?
Matthew Renault may drop out of the top 10 here. Butler coming up behind him. 2.5 second lead for Max Simmons ahead of Andrew D. Kazchuk hanging on to third against Martin Evans. Leszek Lacomi's had a quiet day and turning to a nice result here as he's battling with Adam Stewart for 8th place. What is Leszek's best result this season? Oh, he's had a couple of top 10s. All right. 6th place at Paul Ricard was his best result.
I believe he has placed in the top 53 of all of these races.
That is not actually true.
No,
it is. He's actually been at every race. I was thinking he missed a round.
Well, I mean, even if he misses a round.
Well, then technically we could be in the top 53 of each race.
True. I mean, we are participating in a way.
You got to show up to get ranked, though. He has, however, showed up to every race, so you're actually correct.
I myself am pretty ranked. No, ranked? No.
Ranked.
I'm a filthy casual.
You are Wood 5.
I believe I am Tupperware 6, actually, sir.
I don't know. I feel like Tupperware technically would be above Wood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, Tupperware has to actually be manufactured.
Correct. I have been molded by it.
Max Simmons as he completes the final lap of race number 3. 2 wins here at Pau for the young American driver.
You Pau bastard.
Showed up to this series way too late, made his debut at Bridge. We'll enjoy this final little bit unless something gets a little spicy. There's a couple of potential battles on the cards right now. 3rd place and 8th place are very much up for grabs. 10th place as well, although I got faith in Renault to hang on against Butler and Baldwin. We'll find out.
By God, that's Tobias Darrell's music. He's got a steel chair.
And they really don't have a good cockpit cam. This is the best I can do. Anyways, he is your winner.
I am also a winner.
Andrew D will bring it home in 2nd place. I think he already has, judging where the pace he's moving at. Kazchuk takes 3rd ahead of Martin Edmonds. Championship, I think, still goes to Martin. Valoria with a solid 5th place effort. Darnell in 6th. Komorowski in 7th. Adam Stewart racing to the line against somebody. Lacomi. Will he hang on to 8th place? Oh, I think they are actually already done. I wish there was like a little checkered flag that appeared to tell you that people were done. That way you wouldn't look at them. But anyways. I think Mauricio is the last man still under green flag conditions. So, you know, Mauricio, you get the little bit here. Oh, Martin is going to get the scoring done in a couple of minutes. So we will have a champion to announce pending penalties before we go off the air.
Lifetime Achievement Award, Mauricio Delgado.
Anyways, there you have it. Max Simmons wins from Andrew D, Magic Kazchuk, Martin Edmonds, Raul Valoria, Andy Darnell, Adam Komorowski, Adam Stewart, Leszek Lacomi, James Butler, Benjamin Wawa, Steve Davidson, Matthew Renault. Matthew Renault fell to 13th place. I wonder if he ran out of gas at the end, because he was in 10th and finished way behind them. So I wonder if something happened there. Delgado and Martel also getting to the end of the race. We lost Ricardo Costa and Yuri Kratachville along the way. Also may or may not have lost Kukovic. I don't know. I don't know if he ever actually got on the track here today.
He was dematerialized.
No, Bonfond and Verhaag had actually already left the server, so they are just listed because they started race number 1. All right, we'll wait for the championship results to come into play, and yeah. In the meantime, I don't know. I kind of want to join another server and watch some like random carnage in the puppies.
Let's go find some stadium trucks.
Usually don't have usually don't have a stadium trucks server in RaceRoom, unfortunately.
And we could talk shit about Martin. He'll never know.
Not a good plan. Okay, let me update the results right now while we're live. Oh, that was a workout. Holy crap.
Martin, you do look good out there putting everybody in the wall judiciously.
Yeah, I did it with Andy unwillingly.
We'll watch some Nordschleife while Martin applies the results.
Thug life.
Because there's nothing better than Nordschleife for like random carnage. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you could. That will be very appreciated. I'm just attaching the log to the events. Then the scoring will be up. You could put it on the screen if you want.
Captain's log. Car date 3.
Hey, we got a guy named Vrebeck at Ishmael Gunai.
Nice. Follow me, Ishmael.
He's driving a Porsche. Not honestly sure which category of Porsche that is. I don't recognize the livery.
I believe it is a 912.
That's the regular GT3, I believe.
Could be a GT3. Could also be a cup car, though.
True that. Okay, I'm applying scoring for race 1 now. And save.
Also, I appreciate the fact that you're doing the numbers for your own championship.
Somebody missing
Fixes in.
Somebody in a Formula car missing their front nose. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. He is not gonna get around this track. I don't know what he's thinking.
I'll give this man a passenger van.
He somehow hasn't gone into the wall.
Alright, scoring has been updated and applied.
Refreshing the page. Refreshing.
This is ridiculous.
Based on my mental head count, I believe you took the title by a half point. Magic,
Well
Magic, you need to find a penalty.
Oh my god.
Edmonds wins the championship with 211.5 points to Magic Cashduck's 211. Antonio Costa on 188 is in third place. Andrew Dean, 149. Adam Komorowski was dominant when he actually was here, winning 3 races, taking 5 podiums. Problem is he only competed in 8 races. He has 135.5 points. Steve Davidson, 130.5. Thomas Ribeiro, 111. 95.5 for Remy Verhaag. 93 for Max Simmons. And 89.5 for Andy Darnell, as Mr. Edmonds is trying to put it up on the screen right now. There you go.
All right, thank you for doing the commentary, you two. Appreciate it. We're taking a short summer break, and we'll see you guys maybe at the end of July.
It should be mentioned here, Martin, the standings do not show when you put them up in a web browser because you have not configured OBS to actually look at the web browser.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, thank you, gents.
No problem.
And Teams Championship before we go down, Canadian Pole, 708 points. We knew they were going to win already. They were like 200 points ahead coming into today. Tuca second, Rick Rolling in third. Go Rick Bartel. James Butler, Adam Komorowski, Mauricio Julian. Congratulations. You are on the podium. Piston Heads, French RaceRoom French Racers. Then it's Gearheads, Yellow Submarines in 7th place. RaceRoom, French Racer Beasts in 8th place, First Lap Heroes, and the Petrol Heads in 10th place. There you go. And to that, Byron, do you have any last thoughts that you want to give the people?
Why do the hot dog companies not sell them in the same amount as the hot dog bun companies?
And we are off the air.